especially you got the wrong skin color.
We're talking about skin color and hiring. Hey, what are y'all thoughts on the recent hiring of White Mike with the Dolphins?
Oh man, Flavian. Let me say what Flavian said on that. Flavian said the NFL now got 2.25 black head coaches.
They got 2.5. They got 2.5 men. Nah, hey, real talk. When I seen this motherfucker, Bomani Jones had the best line. He said, "This looked like Logic's cousin on his white side."
I was thinking that too.
Like, because he said his grandma's black and his grandfather's black and his daddy's.
He got
black.
that shit from Ancestry.com or something, bro.
Yeah.
He made that shit up. He probably never seen his grandparent.
He did.
I don't know.
That was part
Unless
of
his
bonus.
granddaddy was wearing blackface. I'm assuming
that was part of his bonus. They were like, look, we need some PR stuff here. Because they slip you another meal. Just say you got some black in you.
Because on the Texan side of it, I know that we're talking about the Dolphins, but on the Texan side of it, there was reports that Josh McCown was supposed to get that job. Like he was
until they gave it to Lovey.
They gave it to Lovey because of the Flores lawsuit.
Yeah, it was a call made.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It was a call made for him and
because you can't hire Josh McCown and not hire Lovey Smith or like deny Lovey Smith. Like Lovey Smith coaching the Super Bowl. People forget that.
Mm-hmm.
With Rex Grossman as his quarterback.
Couldn't get a job.
That's how much that people don't care about runner-ups to Super Bowl. If you ain't win the Super Bowl, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Black runner-ups to Super Bowl.
He was coaching in Tampa too, right?
Yeah, he coached Tampa before
they got rid of it.
They got rid of him for what's his name? Ken.
Before
Bruce Arians got there.
He had a funny name. It was a white guy. He couldn't coach.
Because they said that he helped
Jameis
get to the next level.
Was he before Raheem? He was after Raheem?
Yep. It was I think Lovey was after Raheem, I believe. And then they fired Lovey when they got Jameis. Mm-hmm. Even though they won out, I think they had a winning record in the second half of the season. And that's when they tried to hand it over to this white coach to give him all
Kevin,
success.
Was it?
But he couldn't coach. He had a funky name.
Ken something.
I can't think of his name. But who is Mike McDaniel and where did he come from?
He's come from the San Francisco coaching staff.
San Francisco coaching staff.
So I looked at the coaching staff. Actually,
Dirk Cutter.
He was the offensive
coordinator.
That's
it. Yeah.
Dirk Cutter.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan has a lot of black coaching, like a lot of black people on his coaching staff.
And he got Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
And that's the one out of everybody on that coaching staff. Not Brian, what's his name? Not Leftwich.
Yeah.
But Mike McDaniel. I mean, they said that he was in charge of the running game.
Okay.
Like he was a running backs coach.
All right.
So maybe they gave him, leeway with that. But
it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Considering that this came after the Flores case, and the first thing you want to show us and tell us is that, and look at how, just look at the word choice that they use.
Multiracial.
Man, not even that, Nick. Diversity hire. Those sort of buzzwords they put in like the press releases and the media pundits were kind of going with. Multiracial is one as well, because he identifies as multiracial. That in itself is the con game. That's what I said. Like, what's going to start happening is that these people that teeter on the fence and lean. Look, I know we got some biracial people out here in the chat. Love y'all.
But it's Black History Month. So we're gonna keep it a bit full B.
But I think, I don't know, but it seems like, I don't know how y'all identify. So if y'all identify as multiracial, I apologize. Sort of. But what's going to happen is this multiracial thing is going to be the new thing. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to see it happen over and over again. You see these commercials where you have these mixed couples and stuff like that. This is a sign to people. You have light-skinned people. You have black women with white men, which is a subconscious signal to black women to get with a white man, even though they don't know. They're being programmed. I know all this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you what's happening. So multiracial is the thing where when you look like Mike McDaniel, you can't claim black per se, because even though we'll claim you, like, shit, you got black, whatever. You got a black daddy, you black.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you look, we're going to claim you. But you probably still feel like an outsider. I think this is going to be the new con game. I think this is going to be the new way for companies to start hiring black people without hiring black people.
Correct.
Because they don't necessarily identify with that side holistically.
You basically say they just hiring house niggas. That's how I'm taking it because
You know,
because
you can look at it that way,
he about as black as Patrick Mahomes' baby.
You can look at it that way.
That's what he is.
Look at his whole family. Somebody put in the it was put in the chat. His whole family fucking white.
Well, I think he does have a black side because he talked about it. I think in the article.
I'm talking about his own family. You can date him.
His family is
but white wife.
It's Patty Mahomes.
White kid. Yeah, yeah. So you know, So I think that's the thing. I think he's leaned more towards the white side.
Yeah.
You know where we're at. So it's not about him that I'm looking at. It's about what's to come after this.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that's concerning. I think that's how they're going to be able to hire more black people in the future in the NFL to get away from hiring people that has a darker tone to them,
Black
darker
people.
hue.
Yeah. Dark skin people.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you look like us, but you still check off this box.
Yeah, you're still one of us. And it's a form of acceptance that come with that by being, quote unquote, multiracial or classify yourself as multiracial because you can pass and you can cause nigga where you can go to that side and you'll be accepted because basically you look white.
Yeah.
So
and this is no disrespect to Mike. I don't blame him for this situation because it's not his fault that this is why this is where the NFL is at. But I hope he recognizes the position that he's in.
I think the thing is what happens when, like Shelton, for instance. What if Shelton's mom was white? Your mom not white, is? What if your mom was white? Shelton come in and tell me I'm multiracial. Now, truly, he can identify and probably be that. But then what happens when he checks that box on the application and he pop his ass down in that seat for that interview? And they were like, oh, shit, nah, nigga, you ain't multiracial.
Right.
You black in the motherfucker. You multi-nigga. That's what you are.
Right.
So this shit ain't happening. So, for them to reach back, like, you can just say, yeah, his daddy black. All right, cool. But for you to say his daddy black, his grandparents black, and like they went all the way down to fucking lineage, bro.
His granddaddy is probably full black. His daddy's half black. And that's where you get White Mike. As far as he's a quarter black. That's why he looked like he looked. That's why I said he looked like just like Patty Mahomes, baby.
He ain't even a quarter. He less than a quarter.
Yeah, nah.
I think he a quarter black.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
he was quoting Mike Jones, so I guess that's all it takes.
But
that's all it takes.
I was gonna say, look, if that's what it takes to get you that job, he.
What's the rule? One drop?
One drop rule. That's what they say.
That's what we thought.
That's the white man say.
That's what we thought it was. They changed that. They rewriting the rules. Yeah. Now it's like
it's a little dabble. Do you?
Yeah, you may get a drop, but you still one of us.
And what color is he when he get pulled over?
Hey, he's still White Mike. And he
coached
to San Francisco. I mean, the Dolphins.
Hey man, shit, I get pulled up. I dap my face in some bleach and some powder. What you said, officer? You know what, officer?
You're gonna look like Krusty the Clown.
I'm a white kid.